What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? It's Wayne with Louisiana Paranormal Investigations and Research. Hang on one second. I do this every time I stream. I forget to turn this off, and it beeps every time I start a stream. Hang on one second. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Where do I start? We'll start with now. I've been really busy. It's been probably, I don't know, a month since I've streamed, maybe 5 weeks or something like that. It's been a while. I have been working a lot. I've been working probably 60, 72, like I worked at 84 week before last. And it's just been taking up all my time. Pretty much all my time and energy has been going into working and trying to get my new page set up and trying to get the website I got set up. After, I didn't do it before the show, but after the show, I'm going to put the links to I got a website now. I've got a Facebook page and a blogger page, and I'll put all that in the description after the show. So that's pretty much what's been going on with me, just work and more work. Fortunately, next week, I start reduced hours. So I'll be down to 48 hours a week instead of 60 and 72 and 84. So I'll have a lot more time to be able to sink into the paranormal, which is what I love. And I'll always love the paranormal. You all will always be able to count on the fact that I will constantly be doing something paranormal, no matter how much I have. Time I have, that is. And pretty much I've got a lot of stuff on the burner right now. I've got 2 locations that I'm trying to secure right now. I've got, I don't want to say too much about it, but let's just say I've got 2 pieces of equipment that are almost finished, finally almost finished. I've been telling y'all for like months that these things are going to be done. Well, they're almost done. Really soon, I'm going to have something super cool to show everybody, and something that I've been working on for a long time. It's an idea I had like months and months ago, and it just never had the time to sink into it to make it come to fruition. Hang on, let me turn this off because it's going to constantly keep beeping if I don't. All right, sorry about that. That thing doesn't ever stop it. So yeah, really cool equipment coming out soon. Can't wait to show you guys this one particular thing that I've been working on for about 6 months. And I think y'all are gonna like it a whole lot. Stuff coming up for the channel, like this channel is gonna be all kinds of fun, cool, exciting, interesting stuff. Subscribe, like, and follow what I'm going to be doing, because I'm going to take all of you with me. All of you going to come with me on my paranormal journey, which is continuing, and I've got a lot of things coming up. So y'all stay tuned. Y'all are going to love what I got coming up for you. I went after work last week downtown to New Orleans to a location to scout it out, and I brought a couple pieces of gear with me. And I'm here to tell you that this location is going to probably, in my opinion, need more help than I'm going to be able to give them on my own. So we'll see. I'm going to have to go in there and do a full night investigation to find out exactly what it is. But just from my preliminary results, it's a pretty serious issue these people have down there, and it is a functioning business that's in full operation 7 days a week. So the guys are going to have to, the owners of the building are going to have to set a date for the business to be closed so that I can go and do the full night and whatnot. And then we'll take it from there. I think that something came back with me from that location the other, like last week. It was last week. I don't remember what day. I think it was Tuesday, last Tuesday. So that was what, week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Something came back with me, I think, because someone else here noticed something, and I also noticed something, and it looks like it might be something possibly negative. I don't know if it's negative or not. I don't want to say for sure or not, which is what really prompted me to want to do this topic for y'all tonight. See, I figured I'm learning how to do different types of cleansings and stuff of that nature. So I figured, hey, why don't I bring y'all with me? Y'all can learn along with me how to do different types of cleansings for different types of spirits. How to, yeah, it's still here. It is still here for sure. For sure, it's still here. And we're going to get into that in a little bit. When I get to the next segment, we're going to take a few pieces of gear first. This is what I plan on doing tonight. I'm going to take a few pieces of gear, try and see if we can get this spirit to communicate with us so we can find out a little more about it. Now, I've already, a few nights ago and last night, communicated with it on my own already to find out a little bit, kind of, because I wanted to know ahead of time a little bit, you know, pretty much a broad spectrum of what I would be dealing with live, because spirits are not, they're not like circus animals. You can't make them do what you want them to do anytime. You can't say, hey, spirit, come here and do this or do that. You know, they're not like pets. You know, they operate on their own time and they do what they want to do. So what I try and do is I try and set it up to where I can give the best possible chance for spirit communication when I do a stream so that y'all can see that. Now I cannot guarantee that spirits will communicate live when I do these shows. I will try and do the best I can, and hopefully they'll come through. So that's what I plan on doing. I plan on trying to communicate with it. We'll see kind of what we're dealing with. I kind of have a good idea what we're dealing with already, and then we'll go over some different ways to cleanse a property. And I think that would be cool and something that, you know, you guys would like to do, and I think would be really cool for me to do, because I'm gonna have to I have to figure out what to do with this spirit, because I figured that it would probably just go away after a few days, and here we are almost 2 weeks later, and it's still hanging around. So that's what we're gonna do. And so also, when I do this location, I got another location also too that I plan on doing, and I've got a yeah, you probably do. I got a mobile hotspot with Verizon. So what I plan on doing is when I do this location, I wanted to do it the other day, but it was after work. I was all funky from work and stuff like that, so I don't want to take have y'all look at my funky, greasy face and stuff like that after work. So I figured I'd just wait and take y'all for the next time I go, which will be soon. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the mobile hotspot in the location at some point during the night. Maybe like I'm going to wait until some activity happens and you know, things kind of start ramping up if it happens, and then I'll turn on the mobile hotspot. I will link to it with either the SLS camera or one of my Sony cameras or something like that, and I'll stream a little while, maybe an hour or two live, to take you guys with me so you can see me investigate, see how we do, you know, on-site investigations in the middle of it. And I think that would be really cool for people who have never actually been on an investigation to see something like that. I think it would just be really cool, and if it was me and I was watching, I would definitely want to check that out and see it. So I think that's going to be really awesome, and I hope you guys like it. Got my Red Bull. Okay, now some other things that I've had going on. I cleaned this whole room out, as you can see. Let me show you. I cleaned everything out of this room. I had stuff piled up all the way, pretty much halfway up the blinds back there in this room. I cleaned this whole room out, and this is going to be, once I finish setting it up, is going to be my new studio area. Yes, I was just getting to that. I redid all the lighting. This is not the final lighting that I'm going to have. Some of them have not come in yet. I ordered some of them off the Amazon and they haven't come yet. They should be here any day now. So the next time I stream, you should see the final setup, excuse me, that I'm going to have the next time that I stream. Excuse me, Red Bull went down the wrong pipe. Also, I've got a new format that I'm going to be doing for my shows from here on out. Tonight is this is going to be kind of a watered down version of the final format. I really did a lot today to get everything ready to be able to stream tonight, because I wanted to get on here and show y'all something, because everybody's been sending me messages and, when are you going to stream? We want some paranormal, yada, yada, yada. So I'm like, all right, let me hurry up and get this together. I mean, I worked 60 hours this week too. So it took me a lot of work today. I've been back here all day getting all this stuff set up to be able to stream tonight. So this format is going to be, like I said, a watered down version. Basically what I'm going to try and do from here forward is bring you guys like different segments. I think that if I do like a segment of, let's say I do like an intro segment, and then I'm going to bring you we'll do like a show and tell type of segment where I'll show you a new piece of gear that I might have had, or how to operate this type of piece of gear, or how I best like to use this piece of gear. And then the next segment will be, let's try and do spirit communication for a bit. And then the next segment might be like an ITC, and then like a tech time, and then we'll end it, kind of thing like that. I think that it would be better than what I've been doing in the past, because it'll keep things rolling. It'll keep things from getting boring and stagnant. Can't talk right tonight. It'll keep things from getting stagnant, and I think that it'll keep things interesting. And so that's what I plan on doing. Like I said, tonight is not going to be exactly that. It's going to be kind of a watered down version of that, because I did the best I could to get everything ready for tonight, and hopefully that will be something that'll interest people and that y'all will like it. So I've got new lighting. I've got new infrared lights. I've got 2 new full spectrum lights. I have 2 UV lights that are not hooked up yet. I've got 2 4-foot straight ultraviolet lights that I ordered. They're kind of like black lights, except they're lower in the UV range than a black light. So to your naked eye, you're not going to see it quite as much. I couldn't go too low in the UV range, because having something that just shines out to where the naked eye can look directly at the bulb, you got to be careful, because if you go any lower than like 280 nanometers, if you go any lower than that and you look at it straight on for any period of time, it can damage your retinas permanently. And we don't want to damage our retinas, because we need to see. So yeah, I got pretty much the lowest that you could get without being harmful to the naked eye, so that when I do set them up in here and I run the full spectrums, you'll be able to see really good any sort of shadow or light anomalies or mist or anything like that that might be present wherever I'm at the time. And so that way it'll be better for you guys, and y'all can see exactly what's going on around me. Because a lot of times you all see things that I don't see. When I go to my investigation segment and I cut these lights off, I can't see anything. It's like pitch dark to me. The only thing I can see is the computer screen kind of lighting the room up. So that's what I plan on doing. I have, like I said, I got those 2 locations ready, and I've got the new format, and I've got some new gear coming. I've got 2 new pieces of gear coming. Hopefully we'll be here week after next, I think. And those are going to be really cool too. So I've got a lot of things going, and with my work slowing down, I'll be able to sink more time into building and developing things, because I got some really good ideas, and I've had some other people that I'm working very closely with that has some good ideas as well, and we're all coming together and doing some really cool things. So that's pretty much it. My life's been work and trying to get everything together. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead really quickly, and we're going to go ahead and go dark. This is what I want to do. We're going to go dark first. Actually, you know what? I may just go infrared for now. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go infrared for now. I'm going to call these lights off, and then we'll do some Poltercom really quickly. And maybe some EVP. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll see if we can communicate with what's here via EVP and Poltercom. And I'm going to try something in a little while that's kind of something that I've been thinking about a lot lately. Those of you that know me know that I had a dog that passed away a little under 2 weeks ago, and she was a black lab, and I had her for about 16 years, and she was just the best dog you could ever imagine wanting to have. Her name was Athena, and losing her was tough. It was really tough, and it affected all of us a lot, and it still affects me now, thinking about her. She's buried on the property. We buried her in the back, next to her favorite spot in the back, and her spirit is still here. Her spirit is definitely here. I've felt her. Other people in the house have felt her. I've heard her. She is definitely here. I can smell her when she comes around. I mean, it's crazy to think that an animal spirit can still be here. But I know my brother's spirit is here all the time. So, and obviously my brother was alive when we had her. So her and my brother did have a relationship in this dimension, in this world. And so I would imagine that they're, connected again on the other side. I'd like to think that anyway. So what I'm going to do is a little small experiment that is going to try and see if we can get her to come near us and see if she can maybe set something off or set a piece of equipment that I've got, 2 pieces of equipment that I plan on using, and we're going to see if she can come and come through here. And I've got something that she would absolutely, if she was still alive, she would absolutely be here right now coming to get from me, that I'm going to use as a trigger object. And I'm going to set it over there on the floor, and we'll see if we can get her to come through. I'm going to do that a little bit later. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go infrared. Let me cut these lights off really quickly. And let me see. Let me switch cameras. Hang on. Bear with me 1 second. I'm going to have to cut these lights off. Let me see here. Got that. And that. All right. All right. Now let me switch cameras here. All right. This is full spectrum. And I've got an infrared light blowing right in my face right now. That's why it's so bright. Hang on 1 second, guys. Let me switch to. Okay, this is infrared. This is a Sony night shot camera. Let me adjust that really quickly. And let me turn my infrared lights on. All right, let me turn this one on. Okay. All right, I've got IR lights on. I've got all the UV lights off. So all I got on right now is I've got 3. Oh, that one died already. Go figure. Let me switch batteries in this one real quick before I do that. I just put those batteries in before the show. I changed all these batteries before the show. So for those batteries to die that quickly does not surprise me. If I could find my flashlight, I would be doing good, though. No, there it is. Nope, that's not it. That's my vape. Where is my flashlight? Let me see here. You know, I had that flashlight and I set it right here before the show, and now I can't find it. I bet it is. You know, that does not surprise me. Here it is. All right. All right. Use some fresh batteries. All right, now we're good to go. Okay, let's try that again. Spirits want to drain my lights tonight, which is typical. A lot of times when I run the SLS camera, if there's a few spirits that hang around here. One, I'm pretty positive, followed me back from a location. And anytime I turn the SLS camera on, the spirit will come through. Loves the SLS camera. But the funny thing is, it'll go look and try and find a power source, like almost right away. And if it can find a power source, it'll like go over there and put its limbs over by the power source and then kind of, you know, suck the power out of it and then hang around for a while. It's crazy. All right. First, we're going to run the Poltercom and see what we get. I made a couple new effect patches earlier that are going to be, this is the first time I'm trying them out. I haven't had a chance to try them yet, so this will be the first time I'm trying these effects patches is with y'all live. So this is a first for me as well. Actually, you know what? I got an idea. I wanted to try this out. Let me plug this in first. Before we do this, let me plug this in. I've got one of these. Okay. This is a conference table microphone. It's called a Sound Grabber. I've seen a guy that streams on YouTube. His name is Austin Paranormal. He does ghost hunting alone. If you've ever seen him, if you've not seen him, go check his channel out. He's awesome. He's crazy as hell though. He's a guy, he lives in Texas, in Austin, Texas, Austin Paranormal. And he goes to this lake house, which is just crazy haunted. It's been abandoned for a long, long time. He goes out there in the middle of the night by himself with all this gear, and he goes in there and investigates by himself and catches this crazy stuff. He's a nut. I wouldn't advise. Let me say this first to y'all. I do not advise go and investigate by yourself. It's never a good idea to do that. But he does it, and he's nuts for doing it. But he catches crazy evidence, so I love watching him. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this right here, and I'm going to plug this microphone into the Poltercom, microphone input, okay? And I'm going to turn it up to where you can hear my voice. If I talk through it, it comes through the Poltercom's effects processor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this plugged in and on, and I'm going to set it over here. And if a spirit wants to walk up and speak into this, you'll hear it come through with the voices that are coming through too. So I'm going to leave that on the ground right there. And we'll go ahead and run the session. Wow. Okay. I'm trying to communicate with the spirit that followed me home. If you can come through and tell me anything about yourself. Please do. You heard it? Are you a human spirit? Like I said, read. Read. What do you want me to read? Is there something at the location you want me to read? Yeah. You heard that? Are you a human spirit? If you're a human spirit, can you tell me something about yourself? Hi. You heard it said hi. Why did you follow me home? What did it say? Sounded like it said Wayne. Why did you follow me home? IR light just went out. You can take the energy from that IR light and use it to speak. Takes it. Why did you follow me? Is there something that you want from me? That's right. What is it that you want from me? What do you want from me? Why did you follow me back? Because you. Did you come alone or did you bring others with you? Why are you terrorizing people at that location? Where did you come from? That location, you heard it? That location. Yes, why are you terrorizing people there? Get back. Why are you scaring people? You're scaring people there. Why? I shot. Were you shot? So you're a human spirit. Wait. I'm gonna have to listen to that back, but it sounded like it said something about. Are you stuck in this plane? Can you not cross over? Are you stuck here? Why won't you go back? River. That place is right on the river. Okay, hang on. Let me mute this for a second. It just said river, okay? The place that I'm investigating is right on the Mississippi River, like literally on the Mississippi River. Okay, that's crazy. Did you come from the river? Like, did you come down the river? Is that how you got there to that location? Help. Help. Do you need me to help you? Is that why you followed me? Maybe. What can I do to help you? Help again.
Two.
Is there two of you? Did you say searching? Why did it say searching? Help again. This thing said help like 8 times. And it just repeated something I said. You have to tell me what to do to help you. I don't know how to help you unless you tell me. Dead. Dead. Desperate, yeah. It said desperate. You have to tell me how I can help you or I can't help you. Are you the one that has shown yourself as a black fog to us in this house? I am. Eat shit. That's not very nice. I know you want me to help you, but I don't know how unless you tell me what I can do. I'm willing to help you, but you have to tell me how. Can you not cross over into the light? Man, help again. Help again. Man, that's the most helps I've ever gotten on you. Light. Light. It just said light. I said, can you cross over into the light? It said light. Help again. I just saw an orb go flying up. I just saw an orb go flying up here. I just saw it on the camera. I don't know if y'all saw that, but I saw it. Were you that orb that just flew up into the antenna? Yes. Yes. This is crazy. Can you guys see the light where you're at right now? Can you see the light? No. It just said no. Hey, I'm going to look in chat right now. If any of you guys want me to ask it a question, type the question in chat and I'll ask it for you. Do you know if Lydia's mother is still with her? Probably. Is Lydia's mother still with her?
I didn't know.
If you if you want me to help you, then I want you to help me. Can you? I want you to help me. Tell me, is Lydia's mother still with her? Always, always, yes, always. Thank you. Yes, she is. Yeah, she's there. Yeah, obviously. Wow. Okay. Now, I will help you, but you have to tell me specifically what to do to help you. Oh, they're trying so hard to come through. Two. All right, you know what? Let me give them an energy source because they're trying so hard to come through. The spirit that's coming through is trying so hard, but just having and they drain this, so they got no more energy sources. So let me do this. Let me change these batteries real quick. And I'll tell you what, let's do an EVP session. I want to do an EVP session because EVPs are my favorite thing to do. Now, I do want to say this before I go any further. I don't want to sound like I'm preaching or any crap like that. But I do not recommend anybody investigating in their own home. I don't advise that at all. I just saw an orb again over there. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I just saw it. I saw it on the infrared. If you don't want to go, put it to you like this. If you don't want spirits in your home, do not investigate your home. Because once you start to investigate your house, you become known, so to speak, to them. And you become like a beacon. And they come to the beacon like bugs to a bug zapper. So if you start trying to communicate and investigate and stuff like that, they're going to start coming. And they're going to bring friends. And then their friends are going to bring friends. And there's nothing you can do to stop it. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell them not to. You're trying to communicate with them, so they're going to come right to you. So I wouldn't advise investigating your own home. It's not something I would recommend doing. The only time I would recommend investigating your home is if you have some serious activity, poltergeists and, you know, stuff like crazy stuff happening, stuff moving around, doors slamming, and you're seeing full-bodied apparitions and stuff like that. You're probably going to have to call somebody else to come investigate and give you a hand with something like that. So I would not recommend investigating your own home. You know, because spirits will come, and when they come, you will not be able to get rid of them. You can clean your home, and I'm going to explain that in a little bit, ways to do it. But none of that's guaranteed. You know, you can't, this is not the end all be all. Hey, if I do this, my house is never going to have spirits in it. That's not true at all. And if anybody tells you that, then they're obviously misguided or misled by someone else. Okay, let me change these batteries, and then we're going to run an EVP session. Okay. All right, good to go. All right, let me grab my digital recorder. Man, y'all heard those voices coming out of the Poltercom? Man, that thing's talking its butt off. That freaking Poltercom was going off, man. What's that? The Poltercom looks like an antique? No, it's a hang on, let's see. I have 3 boxes. Never heard of that one. No. This one is actually brand new. This is actually something that is new. Hang on, let me turn the infrared off so you can see it. Okay, this is just normal vision here. This was, hang on, this damn light's too bright. Hang on, let me cut the small light on so you can see. This is actually it's 3D printed. The whole thing's 3D printed, and it's a mechanically sweeping ghost box. This dial on the front sweeps the bands, and it sweeps the bands with a mechanical step motor. It's one of the only mechanical. It is the only mechanical sweeper out that I know of, and it's awesome. No, they're actually really affordable. If anyone's interested in getting one, I know the guy that builds them really well. His name's Jeremy with a company called Paranormal. And if you want me to hook you up with him, just shoot me a message after the show, and I'll get you set up with him. He sells these, and he sells a handheld version too. That's smaller than this one, has less features, but it's cheap, really cheap for the price. You can't beat those, in my opinion. In my opinion, for the price, that's the best thing you can buy as far as ITC goes. All right, enough commercials. Okay. All right, I'm going to run EVP. Now, let me 2 points I want to make really quick before I do this EVP session. One, I am not an expert of any kind. I will never claim to be an expert. I don't know everything. I don't claim to know everything. I will never know everything. I'm constantly learning new things every day. I have been doing this for 11 years. I started doing this in 2006. So I do have a lot of experience, and the things that I tell you guys about are things that I've done, seen, or have worked for me in the past, or I've seen work for other people. That's the best I can tell you. It's just my experienced opinion is all it is. It's not the end all be all. Might not even be the best way to do it. Hell, it might not even be the right way to do it, but it's what works for me and what I've seen work for other people that I respect. So that just want to make that disclaimer. Second, I've had people say that my EVP sessions are not real. Okay. First of all, I don't know how you fake an EVP session. Okay. My microphone stays on the whole time I do it, and you hear everything that I'm asking as I'm asking it into the recorder. So I can't get any more transparent than that. This microphone stays on through the whole session, and I'll show you. I've got, hang on, oh, it's the wrong camera. I've got 9. Oh shit, you can't see because of the infrared. Well, you just have to take my word for it. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do the session. Okay, I'm trying to communicate with the spirit that followed me home. I presume followed me home, and appeared to 2 people here as a black mist. I'm trying to find out who you are and what you're following me around for. Are you a human spirit, or are you a non-human entity? Okay, let it be known that I hear something right now with my ears. It's like a high-pitched, some kind of a high-pitched sound. I don't know where it's coming from because nothing is on in here. Everything is off, and there's nothing on to make that sort of a noise, so I don't know where it's coming from. Is that you making that high-pitched sound? I keep hearing something. All right, hang on. Let's check this. Close. I think I caught something on there because I'm hearing something. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know where that's coming from. I hear it too, but I don't know where it's coming from, guys. I really don't know. I do not know where it's coming from. There's nothing on here. No, the fan's off. The fan's off. The fan is off. Here, look, I'll show you. Watch. Let me switch back to my full spectrum real quick. And I'll show you. You can see the fan's off. Fan is off. I've got nothing on. Nothing's on in here, so I don't know where the hell that's coming from. I really don't. Let me go back to my infrared. Okay. Let's play this back and see, because I got a feeling we caught something on this.
Okay, I'm trying to communicate with the spirit that followed me home. I presume followed me home. And appeared to two people here as a black mist. I'm trying to find out who you are and what you're following me around for. Are you a human
Whoa.
spirit, or are
It
you
made the
a
recorder mess
non-human
up.
entity?
Holy shit. Holy shit. Did you hear that? Did you freaking hear that? Listen. Dude. Do you hear that? Holy crap. What does that say? Spirit box. It sounds like it says spirit box. No. Here's box. Here sucks. Here sucks or here sucks. What? Man, that's creepy, dude. That is creepy.
I don't know where it's coming from. There's nothing is on in here. Everything is off, and there's nothing on to make that sort of noise. I don't know where it's coming from.
That was a creepy ass EVP, man. That was freaking creepy. Hang on, I said something right there.
Sound?
Ooh, it's like a breathy.
Where it's coming from? Is that you making that high pitched sound?
No, it said no. It went no.
Is that you making that high pitched sound?
Watch. That's crazy, dude. There's another one. What? Patrick. It said Patrick. Wait. Holy shit. That's my brother's name. Watch. Dude, that is a Class A electronic voice phenomenon. That is what we go for. Every time we turn this on, that is what we try to get right there. That is a Class A electronic voice phenomenon. That is a spirit voice that was pulled out of midair and put into this recorder live. Man, that was my brother, dude. Hang on, I want to hear that again. I want to see if that sounds like his voice or not.
Sound?
Says no. Breathy. No, that's fucking creepy. Patrick, clear as fucking bell. Dude, it does not get any more clear of a voice on an EVP than that. That is the clearest you're going to get without it being a person standing right next to you talking into the recorder. That is as good as it gets. That is bad to the fucking bone. Man, that's awesome. I cannot wait. All right, what I'm going to do, and I'm going to start doing this regularly, something I've been wanting to do and I very failed and dropped the ball on in the past, was to take EVPs and things that I catch live while I'm doing the stream and then record it into the computer because I got all the equipment to do that now. Excuse me. And I'm going to post these on the new Facebook group. If you guys have not liked my new Facebook group yet, I'm going to put the links underneath this in the description right after the show. I'm going to go down there and edit it, and I'm going to put the link to my Facebook page, the link to my the Louisiana Paranormal Investigations and Research Facebook page, and a link to my website. And I will post after each show whatever we catch on that show, EVPs, ITC, SLS, video, infrared, full spectrum, whatever we catch. I will make clips of that and then cut those clips and put those on the website and put, I don't know if on the website, but definitely put them on the Facebook fan page for sure. That way, if you don't feel like sitting through an hour, hour and a half show, you can go right there and see what we caught, during the show. So that I'm going to start doing, and I'm going to be more diligent about doing that. I had the idea to do that in the past, but I always just seem to not get around to doing it. But I'm going to start doing that more diligently now because I think that'll be cool. Man, that EVP, I got to hear that one more time. I have to. I got to hear that one more time. No. Sounds like it says help, Patrick. That's incredible, man. Man, that is just, it's kind of emotional for me. Obviously, those of you that are new and have not seen me before, Patrick is my brother who passed away in 2006, his name. And him passing away is what catapulted me on my paranormal journey in the first place. And it's a little emotional for me because I do miss him a lot, obviously. And so that's crazy. That's let me lock that. I got to lock that file in. Okay. All right, I just wanted to lock that file in there to make sure it doesn't go away, man. Well, it appears that we probably have a human entity here of some sort, which honestly is not what I was expecting. I was expecting it to be a non-human spirit because of the way it appeared to me and other people in the house. It appeared as something that looked like it could be evil. See, that just goes to show you. You cannot always assume, and people who are not, I just saw another orb, people who are not into paranormal like we are, they always assume that everything paranormal is evil. You know what I'm saying? Everything's evil. Oh, it's an orb. It must be trying to come. It must be trying to come to get me. I saw a shadow. That must mean it's trying to take my soul. You know what I'm saying? Which is not always the case. And this right here is a prime example of that, because this spirit, to me and to others here that saw it, it showed itself as a black fog. Now, typically, a black fog is indicative of a negative entity. for, you know, most of the time that holds true, but not always, you know, not always. And not everything that we see is evil. You know, people make that misconception all the time that things we see, if we see paranormal, it's always evil and it's always out to get us and it's always coming to steal our soul, which is not the case. Clearly not the case. So, yeah, it's always good to hear from my brother, and I'm glad to know that my brother and his dog are, my brother and my dog actually was our dog. We both had them together. So I'm glad to know that they're together and happy. So that's always good to know. So what I'm going to do really quickly, I'm going to switch gears for a minute, and let me go ahead and let's see. I'm going to go ahead and go back to my other camera for a second. And we're going to do something cool here for a minute. All right, let me cut these lights back. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll go ahead and cut the lights on. All right, let me cut these IRs off. Okay. All right, now what I'm going to do real quickly is we're going to switch gears here. And now we're going to go over some things. I need to cut my fan on now because I'm fucking hot. All right. Let me know if the fan gets too loud, guys. I'll turn it down some. It shouldn't be too bad because it's back there and I got a popper stopper on the mic. So, okay. This is what's going to happen. We're going to go over a few different ways of cleansing a property. Once again, I'm going to make another disclaimer. I'm just full of disclaimers tonight, aren't I? I should have called this disclaimer Saturday. I would not recommend doing a cleansing on your home until you are pretty positive you know what it is you're dealing with in your home. And just, I mean, basically just use your good judgment, you know, with everything paranormal. Use just good judgment, you know, kind of, you know, evaluate the situation and just use the best judgment that you can. And if you're not sure and you don't know, you know, what to do or anything like that, find me or find Kimberly Creepy Corners, or find somebody that knows about this type of thing and ask questions. You know, don't be afraid to ask questions. Things, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, I know everything and I'm not going to ever ask questions. And those are the types of people that wind up with attachments and and wind up with, you know, stuff flinging around their house, and then they wound up calling someone else to find out really what to do when they could have done that from the get-go and probably prevented it from happening. So don't ever be scared to ask questions. I love to help people. If there's anything I can do to help any of you out with any kind of technical questions or anything like that, feel free to hit me up on my Facebook group and ask the question. I try and get back to questions pretty quickly, and I'm usually on there throughout the day, off and on. So anybody that has any questions of any kind that I can help you with, feel free to ask. Shoot it to me, and I will answer it as quickly as I can. And if it's something that I don't know about, I will shoot you over to someone who does. So this is what we're going to do. I found some different... now, obviously, with as far as house cleansings go, you know, there's so many different ways of doing it, and there's lots of people who have their own way of of doing different types of house cleansing. Now, back to my original point before I kind of got sidetracked. I have ADHD really bad, guys, so my brain kind of just jumps from thing to thing sometimes. So bear with me if that happens. My original point was, if you're not sure what you have in your home, I would not recommend doing any of these cleansings until you're sure, because if you're dealing with something that is maybe non-human or interdimensional or something like that, and you try to do a house cleansing that was designed to clean it of a human spirit, all you're going to do is potentially piss that thing off or rile it up, and then you can make things a lot worse than they were to begin with. So if you're not sure what to do, ask questions, read. I found a great blog by a person who calls himself Energy Muse, and it's a great blog. They give you I don't know her personally, but she's really, really knowledgeable about cleansing energy and energy work and stuff like that. So I'll put a link to this blog in the description also. So if you want to go check it out, and I would recommend going to go read it. It's a great read if you're bored one day and you don't have anything going on, and you want to read how to remove negative energy from your home with just like simple cleansing rituals. This is a great blog. And I definitely recommend checking it out, because she's really, really knowledgeable about energy and cleansing rituals and stuff like that. So basically, negative, harmful energy seeps into spaces that we have, sometimes for whatever reason. Regularly, I can't talk tonight, man. My freaking mouth is just blah, 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 blah. All right. The goal is to restore balance to the space when you're, trying to clean a space. And I'll start with just some basic things that you do. Basic ritual. Let me grab my box here so I can show you guys what these things look like. I've got a box with all sorts of cleansing products and stuff of that nature. So let me show these to you guys really quickly. All right, this is good enough here. All right, basically you've got what's everybody knows as sage. Sage can come in all kinds of shapes and sizes. You have hand-rolled sage and sweetgrass wands, which look like this, and then you've got just plain white sage, which comes in like a little bulb type of wand, which looks like that. If you can see, it's camera's kind of being funny right now because of the lighting. And then you've got white sage, loose white sage, which looks like this. It kind of looks like herb, but yeah, this is white sage. And you can buy this pretty much anywhere. You can get sage, anywhere. You can get it off the internet. You can get it. In like Michael's and Hobby Lobby and stuff like that. You can get it. If you can't find it, just go on Amazon or eBay, or even just the internet, and just type sage, and there'll be a million of them that pop up. Other items that you can use to cleanse your home with are pink. And this is, hang on, let me switch cameras. This camera is just, the lights are just too bright. I need to readjust those lights for the next stream. All right, better. Now you can see. This is pink Himalayan salt. And then just regular white lava salt from Hawaii. And then this is black salt, which I've got from, this isn't the container that it came in. I got this from a Wiccan store. And I bought this black salt here, this black lava salt that wasn't here originally. I bought from, I got it from Fresh Market. Was it Fresh Market or World Market? No, Fresh Market. I bought this at Fresh Market, believe it or not, and I used it all up. So I had to get some more, and I got some more, and I put it in there so you can see. So black salt, you got different types of things like that that can be put in the corners of the room to do. And then I've got this little spray bottle here, which has a solution in it that was a custom solution that was made for me by someone and put in this little spray bottle. And I don't know exactly what's in the solution. It's a custom solution. I do know some of the things that are in it. It's got like holy water and Florida water, and I don't know, a bunch of other things in it too that are all things that are known good for cleaning spaces. So this you can take and like spray across over your door, the entrance and exit to each room and to the house itself and stuff like that. Just different things you can do depending on what you're dealing with. Like I said, depending on what you're dealing with. Some spirits, like maybe Native American spirits, would have a completely different way of you don't really cleanse a Native American spirit, so to speak. I know a lot of people who've had Native American spirits that were upset on their property. They'll go and plant like a strawberry bush or like an orange tree or a grapevine or something, like some kind of a fruit plant. They'll go plant outside so that to the native spirits, they're giving back to the land and they're providing back to the land. And when you do that, you basically you give the intent that, hey, this is for you. This is to show you that I respect you and I mean you no harm, and this is for you. This is your plant and I'm going to leave it here. And a lot of times that does help. The thing to remember with cleansing a property is it's all about your intent. And when you're doing the cleansing, your mind is very important. You want to think about, I'm cleansing the space. In your mind, you're pushing all the bad out and pushing all the bad out and bringing white light in and pushing all the bad out. And then when you're doing a sage cleansing, what you would do is you would light the sage and let it flame up for about, I don't know, a minute or something like that, and then blow it out, and then it'll start smoking. And then what you do is you can either take a feather, different types of feathers you can use, or if you don't have a feather, you can use your hand to wave the smoke around. And what you would do is go into every corner, every room, every closet, every place in the house, and you would wave the smoke in a counterclockwise motion. Go counterclockwise as you wave the smoke, and you would go around the house and make sure that the smoke from the sage or sweetgrass sage, whatever you're burning, you can do frankincense, you can do Palo Santo, which I've also got. You can do copal. Copal is like a frankincense. I've got copal in there as well, and you can use that to go around the room in a counterclockwise fashion. And as you're doing that, other things you can do to make it more powerful is to say out loud with your mouth as you're doing it, say, this is my space. You're not welcome here anymore. This house belongs to, your name and whoever else lives there. Say those names and say it with intent and say it with firm tone and, like you mean it. You're not welcome here anymore. Don't challenge the spirit. That's something you don't want to do. But, just be firm and say, hey, I don't want you here anymore. This is my space. This is my home, and you are not welcome here anymore. And go around the house with the sage and Palo Santo, frankincense, copal, whatever it is you're doing. And it does work. It does work. With the salt, things you would do with salt is take and sprinkle salt in the four corners of the room. That does work. You can pour salt into the four corners of your rooms, let it sit for 48 hours. That'll absorb the negative energy of like maybe previous owners or other energies that are in the space. If it's a brand new house that you're just like moving into, or maybe like the people that were there before were sick, or they fought, or they did a lot of like negative things. They like maybe domestic violence or a lot of arguing and fighting and stuff like that. The salt in the corners of the room is a good way to absorb that negative energy and cleanse that space as you're moving into it. In Tibetan tradition, evil energies don't like the smell of saffron, so they will not enter a space theoretically by Tibetan tradition if saffron is used in the four corners of the room. Now, other things you can do: protect the entrances to the house into rooms. Your entrances and windows act as entrances for energy to enter your home from the exterior. Keeping those areas purified is essential for maintaining a healthy, energetic environment. Fill up a bucket of water. Add the juice of 5 lemons, a cup of salt, a quarter cup of ammonia or white vinegar. Clean all of your doors, doorknobs, and windows in your space. And afterward, pour sea salt over all the entrances to your home, under the doormat, outside, and stuff like that will prevent negative energies from coming in. That's one way you can do it. You can do protective grids with crystals. Black tourmaline absorbs negative energy from both people, things, and entities. The best way to use black tourmaline is to place a piece of it in each corner of the room, kind of like you do with the salt, and that'll build like a protective barrier to prevent negative energy from coming into the space. It also absorbs EMF energy, so keeping it near your like maybe your internet router or your television or computer or something like that will protect that from harmful energy as well. Tourmaline is a good thing to have. I've got a few pieces of it as well. And then, you know, there's different other things you can do to the space. Sound, for example, is something that a lot of people don't think of. If you think about a haunted house, an image of a deserted house might come to your mind, you know, like an old busted house and stuff. But that house would be really quiet with no sound at all. So that attracts energy and spirits. So sound can be a very powerful method of cleansing your home. They make the Tibetan ringing bells that you bing, yeah, or you could do a singing bowl. That's what that's called, a singing bowl. You could ring a bell, a chime, or a singing bowl and walk through your home with that to create that sound, and that'll also cleanse certain energies from your space. Depending on whatever your religious preference is, different religions like the Catholic religion or the Jewish religion or the Buddhist or Hindus, they all have different methods for cleansing. And if you're a very religious person and your belief system is very structured in that particular religion, then you would want to find a way that you can cleanse your home that would go in conjunction with your particular religion. So that's basically how you cleanse your house. And if you want to know any more about that, like I said, I'll put the link to this blog in the description. And if you want to know more about it, go click on that blog and it'll tell you a lot of good information about how to cleanse your space, which I will be doing a house cleansing probably tomorrow here, for obvious reasons. So with that said, I'm going to do one more thing. I want to try this little experiment really quickly. This is something that I've been wanting to try. So one more time, we're going to, let's see, what time is it here? Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set up a little experiment that I want to try and see if we can get my dog to come through and set this meter off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of things. I'm going to set this tri-field meter up on the ground, and I'm going to put a REM pod next to it. This is a REM pod that I built. It works just like a REM pod that you buy. It's got the same electronics in it, and it sets off when you get close to it. So I'm going to set this up. I'm going to set this up, and I'm going to set this tri-field meter next to it. I'm going to zoom in with that camera, and this is something that my dog absolutely loved, this beef jerky right here. This beef jerky, whenever I love beef jerky, I eat it constantly. Whenever I would bring this home, she would come straight over and not leave me alone until the whole bag was gone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of this and I'm going to set it on the ground over there in between these two instruments, and we'll see if they go off at all. Actually, you know what I'm going to do too? I wasn't gonna use the SLS tonight, but I'm gonna pull the SLS out for a minute and point the SLS over at this too and see if we can get anything to show up on that. So let me grab that real quick and we'll do that. I didn't want to stream for too long tonight. That's another thing I want to do is I want to keep the length of my streams down some. Before I would stream for like 3 and 4 hours, and I don't want to do those long ones anymore. I think from here on out, my streams will be anywhere from an hour to 2 hours. You know, I can't see them ever going over like 2 hours because it's just too long. You know, not everybody wants to sit through 2 hours of a stream. So let's do that. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the lights back off. I'm going to pull out the SLS, and I'm not going to run a ghost box while I use this because in animal spirits are a lot different than human spirits. I mean, it's not, you know, we're not trying to talk to a human spirit or anything like that. This is a totally different thing, you know, and they're not, you know, they're not like circus pets where you can just make them do what you want them to do on command. But I feel that she's here. I really, really feel that she's here. So I'm going to go ahead and, how long? It was about 2 weeks ago, Joanne. About 2 weeks ago. All right. All right. I need to get, let me see here. All right, while I do that, I'm going to go full spectrum. Let me cut the IR lights back on. And I'm going to cut this IR UV combo light on as well. Okay. All right. Damn it. UV light's freaking bright. It's a little too bright. I'm going to have to put a diffuser over that ultraviolet light. See, this is the thing. Like my next stream, I should have the lighting almost perfect. This was kind of a trial run. I wanted to see how the lighting would do, and now I see that ultraviolet light is just crazy bright. To me, it's invisible though. Like to my naked eye, all this light you're seeing here, I can't see any of it. It's just, to me, I'm just in a dark room. All right, let me log in real quickly. Wait up, what the hell am I doing here? All right, let me go ahead and invite myself into the stream. All right, let's see. All right. This is going to work good. I glow in the dark. Yeah, I look like I glow in the dark. I'm telling you, this light to me is invisible. I can't see any of it. Let me see. Let me cut that UV light off. I think it's that UV light. It's so bright. Let's see. Yeah, that's what it was. Damn, these IRs are bright too, though. Let me turn them down some. Turn that down a bit. Turn that down a little bit. There. Well, that's too dark. I can't win. Let's try turning that one up some. Maybe I just need to move it out of my face so much. Man, those lights are freaking bright. All right, let's see here. Why the hell am I not signed into my... Huh, that's weird. Wait a minute, I invited myself. Let me see something. Let me try this again. All right, that should have invited me. But the invitation did not come through for some reason. Huh. This is odd. I don't know why it's not picking me up on here for some reason. You see? This is the first time I've tried to bear with me. This is my first time logging in from the new channel, from my old account. So I got my old account on here, and I'm trying to log in from my old account to my new account, and it's acting funny. So let me go ahead and that's weird. Let me do one thing really quickly. Let me add. Let's see. Add my old account. Sorry about this, guys. This is like I said, it's the first time I've streamed with this account, and I did not apparently. Wait a minute. Wait, that's not me. I see what happened. All right. Here we go. I'll see what happened. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yes, indeed. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Somebody cloned my old account. You gotta love that, man. Somebody cloned my old account. So I invited the cloned account in. So I had to go block the cloned account and okay, now I can invite my real account in. All right, sorry about that. There's some jokesters on the Google. All right, should be it here. Why is it not? It's still acting up. All right, I'm gonna have to. Let's see here. This is so crazy. All right. Almost got it, guys. Give me one more second. I'm almost done. Let's see. If this doesn't work right here, I'm just going to skip this for tonight. Let me see here. Let's see, people. There we go. There's me. All right. Now, to it on here. Plus. And let's see, this would be all right. Nope. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and skip this. Let me try one quick thing, and if this doesn't work, I'm just going to go ahead and skip this for this time, because it is. All right, here we go. Okay, there we go. Let's see. This should work. All right, let's see. That should do it. Actually, you know what? I think I got it now. All right, let me try it one more time. I think I got it now. What the hell? Oh, I know what I can do. I can just send this to myself here. Copy. Send it to myself here. No, that ain't gonna work either. All right, I'm just gonna skip this for tonight, guys, because it's just taking too long, and I don't want to keep y'all sitting here waiting anymore. So I'm gonna have to sort this out later. I see what the issue is, but I'm just gonna I'll sort this out later on. I don't want to keep y'all hanging around while I'm fooling with this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and switch to that, and we're going to do this experiment really quickly. See if I can find my flashlight again. You know what I need? I need one of those little leashes. You know how they got a leash that you keep stuff that you won't lose? I need a leash for my flashlight because I can never keep hold of it. I lose it every second. I set it down, it disappears. All right, let me switch the light on. That's the problem when you're in the pitch dark. You can't see what the hell you're doing. Okay, I still cannot find. There it is. All right, I got it. Okay. Okay. All right. For whatever reason, that's not wanting to work. So we're not going to mess with it now. Google is acting like a potato right now. That was weird. Okay. That was crazy. I got booted out of my own stream. All right. Crazy. All right. Hey, how long was I gone for? I didn't even know that I was gone until I went and looked at the other page. How long was I gone for? That was funny. I got my own stream. I got booted out of my own stream. That was funny. No, not 4 hours, man. How long was I gone for? I didn't realize it. I was just sitting here chatting to myself. Hey, how's everybody doing? Look, man, I don't know what happened, man. I was sitting here talking to myself about 2 minutes. Really? 2 whole minutes? Oh, man. That's crazy. Well, I was sitting here chatting to myself for a while, so. All right, well, I'm back. So, I am back. Yes, I am. Let's see here. I'll be damned. Yep, sure did. Okay, all right. Let me get this set up then. Yeah, I got booted out of my own stream. Yeah, which is funny, but it's all good. Let me set this up really quickly. Sorry about the delay, guys. I didn't realize that I had been booted out of there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to the infrared camera, and we are going to. All right, let me put it. See, this is what I see with my naked eye. This is with only, see, the infrared lights are on right now, but it's invisible to the naked eye. But when I put the camera in infrared mode, that's when you can see the lights light up. Focus, Daniel-san. Focus. Focus, Daniel-san. There we go. All right. So anyway, that's, you know, this, all this light here is just invisible to me. I can't see that light at all. So, okay. All right. All right, now I got that back on. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Let me zoom in. I'm going to set up this real quick. Okay, I got my tri-field meter, and I've got the REM pod. I'm going to cut it on. Okay, now I'm going to zoom in with this camera. Let me zoom in over there. All right. Hang on, let me I want y'all to be able to see this really good, so let me zoom in a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to move the tri-field meter over some. I can't see on the screen. Hang on, I got to come forward a bit. Okay. Okay, y'all can see those pretty good. Okay, you can see the tri-field meter. The tri-field meter is just floating around 2 or 3 milligauss. I'm gonna have to set this over there. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm taking a piece of this beef jerky, and I'm gonna set it right here in front of the tri-field, well, right next to the tri-field meter. Okay. And that was her favorite of all time, was that right there. Okay. So, that being said, let's see if she'll come over to it. And what I'll do also is I'm going to set another piece of equipment right next to that. I'm going to set the PX device. I'm going to set the PX device right here. It'll stand up. It's not really meant to stand. All right, I'll put it and just lay it down. Okay. All right. Now, keep your eyes on this right here, this needle right here. We're going to see if it'll move. Okay. Dina, if you're in here, I got beef jerky. You want beef jerky? Go get the jerky. Go get it. Go get it. Go get the jerky. I see the needle kind of pegging, jumping a little bit. Can you go get it? Go get it. Go get it. It's on the floor. Go get it. Okay, I see something moving. I see a little shadow moving in front. You see that shadow moving in the front of the tri-field meter? That shadow is not me. I'm dead still right now. I am completely still right now. Can you go get it? Go get it. Go get it. Man, I don't know what the hell that little... What is that moving in front of it like that, man? That's crazy. Because I'm dead still right now. Look, let me show you. Hang on, let me switch. Okay, I'm sitting here right here, just like this. Dead still, just like that. Can you go get it? Go get it. It's on the floor. That's your favorite. Go get it. There it goes. It just jumped a little bit. You saw it? Can you go get it? Go over there and get it. Go ahead. The PX device just said help. There it goes. You saw the needle jump? Chasing. Man, listen to it. Man, that thing's spitting out all kind of words. You hear it? Listen to it. Come on, Tina. Come on. Come on, Tina. Come see. Come get your jerky. Come on. Come on. Whoa. Whoa. Dude, I've never heard that do that. Whoa. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but I've never heard the PX do that, ever. Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that? That's crazy. You hear that? Listen. Can y'all hear that? Type in chat if y'all can hear that. Dude. I wonder if that's the way an animal spirit interacts with it. Because a dog can't talk. All the dog can do is bark. I wonder if that's the way an animal interacts with it. Dude. It sounds like a bark. This is in crazy shit. Can you go? Does that not sound like a bark? Fina, is that you? I miss you, baby girl. I miss you so much. I hope you know we love you and we miss you. This is so crazy. That's so crazy. That device can't do that. That is so bizarre. Man, that's crazy. This is tripping. Hang on. Let me. This is so crazy, dude. And look at the needle Look at the needle. Every time it goes, you can see the needle. You can see the needle on the tri-field meter going up. So it's like something with EMF is affecting that as it's. That's so bizarre. That's just crazy. That's so crazy. That's just the craziest thing ever. Okay. Now I just picked it up. I want y'all to hear this. Well, now it stopped. How crazy was that? That is insane right there is what that is. That is just nuts. This thing can't do that. It's not designed to do that. Like those noises, it's not designed to make those crazy noises. That is crazy right there. I was not expecting that at all. I was not expecting that at all. Okay. Yeah, that I was not expecting. That was craziness. That was so crazy. You know, let me get back on my stool. Oh, man. Well, things happen that you just can't, you just don't, you never know what's going to happen, man. What was I going to say? Let's see so quick. No, you're good, Lydia Lou. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wrap things up right now in a second, but I just want to say a few things first before I wrap it up. All of you guys that have stuck with me through thick and thin had no idea how much you guys really, really mean to me. I mean, you can't possibly, I can't possibly put it in words how much you guys mean to me. If it weren't for some of you people, I wouldn't even be streaming right now. Those of you know who you are. From here on out, we are doing nothing but paranormal. I will try to stream at least once a week. I will be putting up videos and all kinds of stuff like that during the week as I get chances to. Also, what I've recorded almost all of the video clips already, but I took all the hack shacks. I've got every hack shack that there is. I've got them all. Ridiculous, I know. But I've took and recorded a little small snippet, like maybe 15, 20, 30 seconds of each one sweeping. And I'm making, I was going to do individual videos, but I decided to edit them all into one video. And I'll put timestamps under that video. So if you want to hear a specific model, you'll see the timestamp to go to hear it. I figured that'd be better to do one long video with some timestamps as opposed to doing like 30 separate videos. So that way you guys can hear what each one sounds like sweeping. And, you know, if it sounds like something that you want to go after, you'll know, hey, this sounds good. I know what it sounds like. I'm going to go try to acquire this particular hack shack. So hopefully I will have that up by midweek. Like I said, I got almost all of the recordings done. I just need to finish editing it and do the timestamps and whatnot. And hopefully I'll have that up on the page. It will be on this channel here, but it will also be it'll also be on the Facebook page too. So y'all can get to it through either or. And as I get chance in a little bit, I'll put those links in the description for you guys. And, you know, that's pretty much it. This is my new team. We are called Louisiana Paranormal Investigations and Research, LPIR for short. And I've got a new logo and everything made up. Special thanks goes out to Jane Mortimer for hooking me up with that logo. It looks awesome. It came out great. Very, very special thanks goes out to Kimberly Lombardi. She's got a group called Creepy Corners Paranormal. You guys go check the group out, subscribe to that group. She does all kinds of fun stuff during the week in that group, all paranormal related. And she's been a godsend to me. She's helped me with everything behind the scenes. She's helped me with the website and my Facebook page and things. She's really, really good with the computer and stuff like that. So she's been a godsend to me, helping me out. So special thanks goes out to her. And all of you who stuck with me and continue to watch me, I love you guys so much. You've been an integral part of my paranormal journey and my journey in life in general. And everybody, those of you who've been talking to me on the side about things have made a huge difference in my life. So I love you very much, and you guys mean the world to me. So with that said, we will see you hopefully next. Okay, UFC fights are next weekend, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be streaming on Friday or Saturday yet. I'm not sure. I will let y'all know sometime, probably Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll have the next event posted for the next stream. And yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, shoot them to me and I'll be happy to answer them. So yeah, and if y'all want to hit me up on Facebook, just hit me up and we'll do that. So with that being said, y'all enjoy the rest of your Saturday night, and I will see you guys next week or during the week on Facebook if you hit me up. So love and light. Y'all stay good and peace out.